they know the depth chart. We show them that. I think they know we're going to play the best guys, and if you're one of the best guys coming in, you're going to play. It's really that simple. We live in the here and now. And so if you're the guy that can make us better right now, we know we'll give you that chance.
What do you attribute your success with local guys, even the in-state guys? I mean, this is 3 classes in a row. You've obviously done pretty well.
I think one, it has to do with this university. I mean, I really say this. I mean, it's kind of one of the reasons that I'm here. I mean, I think this is a special place. I think the University of Washington, I think you start with the academic part of things. I really do. I mean, that's why I know these kids are so passionate about football, and sometimes that's even more of their priority sometimes, being realistic in the academic thing. And they also get the importance of the academics, and by the time we get here, and we get them in our program, and they understand what we're all about, they know that the academic thing is equally as important as anything we do football-wise. And this place is, as good as anything in the country in terms of academics. So I think it starts there. I think this area, the Seattle area, is passionate about football. I think everybody wants to go where football is important, and not just on this campus, but in this town. I think they see that and feel that. They grow up, they see the Seahawks, they see about the Huskies on TV. And, if we can continue to take steps in the right way, everybody loves a winner. And they grow up seeing the Huskies win and win and win. That starts really getting this ball rolling. And that's how it should be. The kids around here should want to stay here and play for the hometown school.
How much does it help, or does it resonate with a guy like Brandon Wellington? He committed so early and stuff like that. Does that resonate with other recruits when they see?
Oh, there's no question. I mean, we come in here and get the Buda Bakers, Caleb Gary's, and all these guys that have offers across the country, and they're choosing to stay right here. I think, all the coaches, families, and people that know them to be able to come and see them play, I think that matters. Again, Brandon Wellington's another guy that we're extremely proud of. I think he may have been one of the biggest, I don't want to say under the radar guys, but I kind of think that. I mean, because he just said, this is where I'm going. He could have gone to a lot of places, but I think he's a dog. I think his family's all about the dogs, and we couldn't be more pleased.
You've had a lot of success, certainly the last few years. We've been paying attention with your commits, whether they're real early or a little bit later. Your commits stay committed in general. Obviously, that's what you want. Is there anything about your process or your strategy with kids that you can talk about that helps that happen?
It's really a unique and secretive deal, so I hesitate to say it. It's just called honesty.
That is unique.
I mean, we just try to be as honest with these guys as we can. And it blows my mind when people are talking about, well, kids aren't flipping, and I get it. The problem that these kids flip and change their mind is because they get so much pressure on them from professional salesmen is what it is. And so that can be very confusing, not only to the 17 or 18-year-old, but to the families who've never been through this. And so that's a really hard thing. But what we basically try to do is educate them on the whole process the best we can. Like what will be coming if you commit to us. And so, because it changes our process as well. And so we think we're in this together. We don't want a kid to commit to us unless he in his heart feels like this is really where I want to go. And so we just try to be honest. We try to paint the picture of where the recruiting process would go from here. And if you're good with all these things, and your family's good with that, then we'd love you to commit. But if there's any shakiness, you probably shouldn't commit until you check out some other things, because in a lot of ways, you committing does just means you're going to get recruited harder and more. And so if you're not 100%, don't do it.
And you sometimes just say that.
I say those exact words. Yeah. So it just creates, I think, a little less drama. And you're still going to have kids. It's hard. I think what's hard about it is there's a lot of good places out there. And the trick of this whole thing is just finding the best place for you and the right fit. And so then you get these guys that are pretty good doing their deal, getting these kids thinking a different way. So they really need to have already kind of worked a lot of this stuff out in their head before they commit.
Chris, you got 65.
I talked to Byron Murphy this morning.
Yes.
I talked to Byron Murphy. Go ahead, Bill.
Take it away.
No, I talked to Byron Murphy this morning, and he said he planned on playing basketball as well. How do you feel about a guy who wants to play two sports? Have you had one do that before?
We've never had a guy do that. I think this, you know, a guy needs to come here and get adjusted to football, get adjusted to school. And if a guy can handle all those type of things, you know, we've had, never with basketball, but with the track situation, that it can come up. But you just want to feel like a guy can be successful and you're not putting too much on his plate. And the one thing that they have to go through is to come here and see how much is on their plate. And sometimes those aspirations change a little bit.
You think he can do it?
I'm telling you, that guy is very, very athletic. He's very athletic. I mean, I haven't studied him as a basketball player, but as a football player, there is no doubt in my mind he can play either side of